Our producer visited Kilifi about a month ago. He witnessed an electrifying performance by a group of DJs, and when he inquired about their identity, he was informed that they were SHANGA TATU.
SHANGA TATU came about as a conquest of curiosity, because back then I was already making t-shirts. I just wanted unique merchandise for myself. So I started improvising new methods, because I do screen prints. Yeah. Then now I introduced the beads, like what I'm wearing. So like this is a lion. And so this is screen prints. So this is mixed media. There's screen print, which I do myself. And then there's the beadwork, which I also do myself. So I started with 5 beads. And then 5 was too much. Then 4 was a little bit cringe. But when I finally came to 3 was perfect. And also 3 is my favorite number. So basically, every stitch, so these are beads. Shanga is a bead. So every stitch has 3 beads, 3 shangas. Yeah. So that's where the name comes from, SHANGA TATU. So with time, I started giving it a meaning, because I found it being so cool, and the response I was getting from my friends back then was very inspiring and motivating. So I started developing meaning with now SHANGA TATU. SHANGA TATU is Swahili for 3 shangas or 3 beads. So the 3 shangas now mean me, the person behind the brand, the merchandise, and my general art, because I also do abstract art, and number 3, the music. So the music is me, the DJ. I'm currently learning music, because I want to make my own creations and my own timeless music.
Oktoberfest marked the zenith of SHANGA TATU's career.
Well, to be honest, I was happy, yes. But deep down, I was like, I deserve it. Yeah, I mean, because effort is effort, and you can't cheat energy. So when this thing was coming and they said it's an East African affair, deep down in my heart, I was praying, manifesting, all this, pulling it. I was like, I must be on that stage. So when the call came in, I was like, nice, it's here.
DJing isn't a profession typically taught in Kenyan schools, nor is it a childhood dream for most. In fact, many aren't even aware that it can be a career.
So I come from a musical family, both sides, my maternal side and my paternal side. Like, my bloodline is just full of creatives. We have hairdressers, we have sound engineers, instrumentalists. My grandpa, my dad's dad used to do music, used to play jazz back in the day, 80s, 90s. His brother used to play music as well. My uncles have played music. My mom's dad was an event organizer back in the 80s. So it's deep. So I have cousins in the mainstream gospel industry, some are DJs. So for me, growing up, I couldn't play. I didn't get an opportunity to learn musical instruments. So it really used to bug me, because I was like, everyone is into creativity, everyone is doing something with music, but me, I didn't find anything. So after Form 4, I was like, I must find something. So life just happened, and I found myself in a local bar. So I'd go there, chill with my uncle, just having talks. It was just like a small chill out joint back in Mombasa. But I liked the way this DJ was playing the music, like the transitions were just seamless. And this is 2012. Right after high school, because I finished in 2011. So back then there was no laptop. Like, laptops are now, like, when the world was going digital, but so things are a bit slow. So there's no Serato, there's no record box, no laptop, no nothing. So it was CD, like the manual way. CD, get the cue point, and then you push from there. So that's my routing in DJing. So from there, this guy was mixing. I just felt inspired. I was like, you know what? Maybe I should pursue this thing. Maybe this is my routing. Maybe this is my calling. So I talked to my uncle. My uncle called Some Chai. Some Chai has been very fundamental and very instrumental in my journey. So I told him, Uncle, I think I want to be a DJ. He's like, go for it, yeah. So I told him about the local guy. He's called DJ Ochi. Shout out DJ Ochi. Man, this guy taught me to DJ for free. He didn't ask for anything. Up to today, he's never asked me for anything. Buy me a drink, buy me nothing. He was like, you know what? I feel I should give you this skill. So shout out, man. Ochi, wherever you're at, thank you. So when I discovered I can actually do this, so I started doing lessons with him. So I'll go in at 5 when he's opening, slow R&B, just know the basics. So 1 week, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5. By the time I get into week 6, I could actually now mix for a crowd. So that happened. Then August of the same year, I had to go to campus. So now I stopped and I came now to Nairobi. Now coming to Nairobi, I had the skill of DJing, but I just didn't have the avenue, or like I didn't have the channel to progress it. Yeah. But I had so many uncles in the city who are already into the industry. Some are saxophonists. There is like DJ Leo, Capital FM. But now Elias, it's called DJ Elias. Elias Madzungu now is the one who mentored me all through. So first day I meet him, he's like, why don't you be a DJ? Yeah. I told him, I come from a musical family. My grandpa was doing this, and this. And I feel it's a calling since I'm named after him. So there must be something in it. Yeah. I'm like, okay. Let's do this. So we started with him slowly. So he has a mobile disco. So by mobile disco, I mean he has his own sound equipment, and he mostly does private parties. So his biggest clientele is the Latin community of Kenya. Yeah. So all these embassies that speak Spanish as a main language, it was us who were doing it, him, but me under him doing the entertainment for them. So embassy of Brazil, Spain, Colombia, Ecuador, all these Spanish-speaking nations. Entertainment, it's us. So it was a very amazing exposure. I don't think there's a DJ who has ever gotten such kind of unique, because it was mostly expatriates, diplomats, and very high-profile people. And weekend, there's a club in Karen called Kepasa. So that's why, actually, Kepasa was my first residency to, music. And that was primarily dance music. So house, deep house, trance, everything. Yeah, so that's basically the basics of how I got into the scene.
Most DJs carve out a distinctive musical niche they passionately champion.
Yes. So what I play, what I'm focusing right now is called African dance music. Basically, African dance music is it's African songs that range between the BPM of 112 to 128. In the DJing world or music world, BPM is beats per minute. So every song has its own beats per minute. So African dance music is more or less like house music, but now with an African touch and African soul. So growing up in the DJ career, I was playing everything, old school, raga, hip hop, name it, everything, UK jams. But my heart was always at house music. Even when I was starting, I just wanted to do house. But now Elias told me, for you to be a professional DJ or for you to really get to that level of understanding crowds, you have to delve into everything else, and then now you'll come to focus on what you like, which is now house music. So I'm really happy and I'm proud of the effort I've put in all these years, up to a point now where I can comfortably say, you know what, this is what I do. If I want anything else, I can, but this is me. So it was like that until COVID, when COVID disrupted the world and disrupted everything. So COVID happens, I stopped DJing, actually gave up. So I go back home. We are farmers. My dad is a professional farmer. Which was also good. Now learning agriculture as a side skill. So it was amazing. So 3 months down the line, I'm like, man, so now the stress, depression starts coming in because there's this one thing that will just keep you happy, but now you can't. So the good thing with COVID is that it opened people's minds to new sounds, new directions of doing things. So another scene I started pushing another scene also my piano was coming to the scene. So push my piano. So people started recognizing, and because it was more or less like a wave. So when I felt like actually now I feel like people relate with me so much. Now let's go back to house music. So that's when I went back to where I started, Afro house, Afro tech, and all that. So the good thing is at least now I have a wide range of selection, because now with the Mapiano coming into the AD African dance music scene, so we can start from 112, we go slowly 113, like that, up to 128. So I can easily do a 6-hour set, 8-hour set, very easily without even repeating a song, and it will be a vibe all through. Yeah.
What is that kind of work? Can you be able to describe it?
Well, for me, I believe I call myself the vibes boss, first of all, because I believe I'm full of vibes. I mean, this is me.
Yeah.
So every time I'm behind the decks, I'm like, you know what, guys, in my mind now, thank you for coming. I'm gonna take you on a journey. So it's a voyage. We'll start high, we go low. Yeah. At the end of the day, it's therapeutic, and I believe also in the delivery of the music, because I can give you my own flash disc, or me and somebody, let's say DJ X, we will play from the same folder, but the way you play it and the way I play it, it's totally different. And I believe that's where now the talent is, and that's where the gift is, and me selling vibes. So that's what actually people are supposed to pay for. Yeah.
When SHANGA TATU takes the stage, he tailors his performance to cater to the unique preferences of each diverse audience.
Ethsafari was amazing. For me also because it was a different crowd. It's not the ordinary Kilifi audience, because now these are tech guys, these are geeks, sorry to say geeks, but these are nerds, these are very intelligent people. So for me it was quite interesting, very interesting, and the fact that it had so many people from across Africa, the people from Nigeria, South Africa, Tanzania, our own local Kenyan people from Europe. But the fact that everyone was just, when I was playing, everyone was just, okay, this is something that it was quite fulfilling.
Performing at Oktoberfest provided an entirely novel and exhilarating experience for him.
It's EBL, first of all. I mean, it's one of the biggest brands in East Africa, so everything was correct. That's what I can say. It was, for the first time I felt like, okay, this is how things are supposed to be done. Of course, beyond BTB in the Baobabs, this is like my most unique experience. Like everything was just spot on. The security, the setups, the hospitality, it was just the sounds. It was amazing. It was amazing.
Exceptional sound quality stands as an indispensable element of a DJ's artistry.
With dance music and African dance music or electronic dance music, so the mastering and the creation is different from all other genres. Like it's on a whole other higher level. So everything is superbly standard. So the delivery and sound system comes in the sense that it also has to match the quality of the music.
Yeah.
Like it's a collaborative effort. So if the sound quality or the speakers are not up to par, the music will sound not so good. In as much as you're playing amazing music, but if the output is bad, the whole process is bad, because one side is leaking, one side is lacking the other. Likewise, if, for example, a song wasn't well mastered and the sound system is okay, still there'll be a hiccup. So it affects you in the sense that if the sound quality is good, you actually feel like I'm actually doing a good job. So, and you see, it's all this is chemistry, there's all this dopamine, so it just keeps you pushing and going and going and going. Yes, it happens. It actually happens. But this is mostly with, I can say, mid-size or small restaurants, or because you see, in entertainment, especially in any general entertainment setting, it's usually three things: the sound quality, the F&B and hospitality. This includes food, beverages, washrooms, or people are going to relieve themselves. So it's sound, F&B, and it's sound, F&B, and service. So service, sound, and F&B. So these three things have to match. So if there's a lag somewhere, the whole process will be a failure. For example, like Oktoberfest, hospitality was correct, sound was correct, so everything just turns out to be amazing. So when there's a lag somewhere, especially if the speakers are distorting, so as a DJ you feel like it's interfering with your work. Yeah, it's like a driver and you're driving a car with a faulty clutch or a faulty engine. You won't feel Like they need, that psych to work, to give it your best. But if everything is perfect, just give it your all.
SHANGA TATU is pioneering the promotion of the captivating coastal vibe, recognizing an untapped market in Mombasa.
Back in the day, between, let me say, the early 2010s, between 2010 2015, so events will happen in Mombasa, festivals, beach parties, all this. But there's so very few people from Mombasa or the coast in general.
Yeah.
So there's always Nairobi guys, guys from Europe, people playing. So I look at a poster, I'm like, there's no one from coast. What do you mean there's no one from coast? So my uncle Sam told me, this vibe you're doing, this house music or whatever dance, if you do it from coast, you can easily become a leader here than from Nairobi. This is 2014.
Yeah.
I didn't see what he saw. He saw a vision which I couldn't see back then. Like, so I really thought about it and I was like, okay, maybe one day I should move back home. So I was with Elias for 5 years. Then in 2018 I went back. So when I went back to coast, that's the only focus I had. I was like, you know what, we must put the coast on the map when it comes to dance music, because people know coast only for bongo, Tanzanian music, Swahili music. But I was like, there's also a very huge clientele and a huge niche for this kind of music, because civilization started at the coast, so everything started there before it went interior. So I was like, you know what? We also need to be pioneers in this sound. So I took it personally. So mixes, I'd get gigs in clubs, in venues, and that's all the thing I'd play. That's house, Afro house, and a piano. But before COVID, people weren't conversant. So after COVID, people are like, okay, this is something, this is a new sound, let's go with it. So with time, it's been a migration. Yeah, and so at least now we've gotten to a point where an event just can't happen on the coast without a coast lineup. It doesn't have to be SHANGA TATU, but I'm so happy now we have coast DJs on lineups, which is so good to watch. Yeah. And I just like to encourage coast DJs to just be like, let's be more consistent. Let this fire keep burning. I'm still looking forward to a point where we'll have a festival that's only coast DJs and guys flying from Nairobi, from wherever, Europe, and it's just that day I'll be so happy, and it's coming.
In the world of freelance, it's common to undervalue our own services, potentially undermining our worth.
I can say up to this point was basically majorly mostly in the business side of things, like the figures part, because now you're selling a service or you're selling a vibe, but you don't know how to package it or sell it. Yeah. So most of the time, in the past few years, you find yourself, what's it called? Is it shortchanging yourself? Like you underquote yourself. Yeah. So let's say you're charging 500 bob when the gig was 5,000. Yeah. You see? So now that was a challenge. So with time you come to realize, you mean I've been shortchanging myself all this time? So it starts bugging your mind, starts stressing you. So there's that until now when I go to management, when now they're like, okay, don't charge like this, charge like this. Yeah. We shall do this for you, we shall make you contracts and all that. So that was an improvement. At least that was sorted. Another challenge maybe. Okay, so far I can't say I have challenges. So far I'm grateful. I think things have stabilized. But some point this year, I think around March, May, I was in a state of, they call it musical dissonance. Musical dissonance, where so you're at that level, you don't know what to push. Like you've branded yourself as this sound, but people want this. So how do I match these two? So for me, it was having a focus on dance music. So there's a piano, and now there's the Afro tech side of things and Afro house. So these two are different, but they're sisters. Like they come from the same, like they relate, because even the Afro tech and the Afro house remixes of a piano and vice versa, they're so smooth and so nice. So someone told me, you know what, SHANGA, just do what you like. Just whatever your heart feels, do it. Don't really care don't really focus on what people will say or how people will react. The reaction is totally beyond your control. What you can control is the music. I was like, okay. Let me do what I can control, which is the music. So now at a point, it's either my piano, Afro house, and it doesn't bother me so much because at least now people know, SHANGA is playing. We're gonna get vibes. We're gonna get Afro house. We're gonna get deep house. We're gonna get my piano. Yeah. Yes.
SHANGA TATU's DJing vision is not only vast and captivating, but also brimming with intrigue, promising to take the music world on an exhilarating journey of sonic exploration and artistic innovation.
Biggest stage to perform. Wow. Biggest stage to perform. There are many, but let me just mention them. Okay, so there's a club in Ibiza called High Ibiza. It's the #1 club in the world. It was voted #1 club in the world. The reason why I really want to go to High Ibiza is because my idol, DJ Black Coffee, has a summer residency there. He's had it from, I think, 2018. Every summer, every Saturday he's there. So I've been seeing the way he's brought in South African DJs, other DJs from Africa, and it's a vibe. So there's High Ibiza, Ushuaia, Tomorrowland, of course. It's every house DJ's dream. I like to play at Burning Man, Coachella, also Anjuna. So those are venues I like to get booked, but personally, I want to make my own. I want to make my SHANGA therapy now into an experience. So we're going to have yacht parties, we're going to have sunset cruises, we're going to have beach parties, we're going to have open air events, and also the music production. So we just build from that step by step. Like, this is it for me. This is my life journey. This is I can't say retirement plan. This is my life plan. Like, we'll do this till when God says, okay.
In the realm of DJing, seasoned professionals have invaluable wisdom to impart to budding artists.
I'll tell you what my biggest and my first, I can say, role model in Kenya. This is DJ Protege. So I can say DJ Protege, Capital FM, formerly, he took house music to, he made house music more popular. Okay, the guys who are doing house, Drazen, 6 AM, and the likes, but they're doing mostly festivals. But now DJ Protege being on radio every Friday, dance music, so many people got accustomed to it. So back in 2012, I remember they were doing a beach party. We're now crossing to 2013. So I followed him. Hey man, what's up? I'm a big fan. I like to be a DJ like you. I like house music. I like the way you do it. And he told me, just start. Where you at? Just start. So that's what I can tell anyone who's coming up. Just start. With your laptop, you have nothing, whatever. Just start. Everything else will align. Just start. Be authentic. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. Just do what your intuition is telling you. Just follow your heart. You'll be surprised. Like, things will just happen in big ways which you can't imagine. Wow. Hey, you're putting me in a very tricky situation, man, because there's so many DJs, and if I fail to mention some, it will be a problem. But let me just mention those that can in a minute now. First of all, DJ Elias Madzungu, for mentoring me and exposing me so big. My uncle Samson Chai, for always being there with me from day one. Let me tell you, Uncle Sam is that guy. I really say he's like my guide, my angel guide, something like that, because he's been there. I mean, so I'll make a social media post that's quite low frequency, I can say. So he'll DM me, he'll be like, hey, bro, delete this. I don't think this is your caliber. I think you're bigger than that. And he'll tell me, this is just my 2 cents. If you can, you delete. But from my honest opinion, I don't think this should be on your page. So musically, Uncle, what should I do? Like, okay, do this, try this. I try it out, it works out. So Uncle Sam, man, shout out. So Elias, Uncle Sam, DJ Protege for the encouragement from day one, of course. back in the coast, Mr. Maswalo, head honcho, festival connoisseur, BTB, Kaleidoscope, man, Lasta. I can say Lasta. For Lasta to appreciate me and just recognize me, that's huge. That's huge. Lasta just doesn't recognize anyone. So Lasta, man, big up yourself. DJ Lemmy, DJ Clacky, DJ Zaking, Harry, Turn Up, Mishmash, my guys from Diani, DJ TK, who else? Jean Pascal's, Zaking, Shia, Bibi on the Island, Zipi Nyumu. So these are people who hold down house music. Like we're making it something down there. My guy Rathod, my person, who else? Eric Bismarck, Akshi, Himanshu, Prolific. Wow. Who else? Just give me a second. Who else? DJ Dira, my uncle DJ Dan. Oh, by the way, I forgot to talk about DJ Dan. So in my family, my mom had two brothers. So there was Sam and DJ Dan. DJ Dan was the last born. So when I moved back to Coast, DJ Dan was playing at a bar called Bob's. Yeah. Bob's bar. Bob's was quite popular back in the day. Very popular, and was a resident DJ. So this time I had no job, I had nothing, I was just chilling at home. So one day is like, you're a DJ. But you're actually a DJ. So you come with me. Come with me to work. So he went. So Dan is the one who introduced me to the Mombasa market. Like, so when I go back to Mombasa, this is 2018. So it was mostly hip hop, old school, like GRM, UK sounds. But when I went there, I went to this mindset of, I'll play what you people don't play around here. So hip hop, grime music from the UK, and Afro house. That era of Omunye. Yeah. So there was a thing called Sunday school. So Sunday school would happen Sunday morning from 5 a.m. Yeah. So can you imagine a club, people walking into a club at 5 a.m. Okay. And 5 a.m. So guys will just chill, vibe till late in the afternoon, 2, 4 when people are checking out. So people will actually sleep to come now to Sunday school in the morning. Yeah. So the first Sunday I'm playing, guys are like, this boy. So my uncle takes over. Second Sunday, third Sunday, guys are like, okay, this guy he actually plays nice music. Yeah. Fourth Sunday, my uncle is playing. This guy's like, you know what, Dan? Just today you sit. Let this boy play. So vibe. So that's why I started knowing these people. So the fourth Sunday, so it got to a point, Dan wasn't playing, just me. So I remember I met people like Beth Kasinga. Shout out to you, Beth. My guy Devani. Yeah. My uncle, there's a guy called Uncle Tony. Who else? I think those are the most vocal people I met during that era, and they've really supported me. Beth Kasinga currently is in Germany, but she reposts my posts when I'm here. Like, yo, shall I keep going? Yeah. So, yes.
Actually, something is, who are the DJs that you are performing with during the Ethsafari?
ETH.
Yeah. So I think there were like 3 of you performing.
No, there was DJ Max Demil from Malindi. Yeah. Shout out DJ Max. There was Zipi Nyumu. Then there's a babe called Tindi. Shout out Tindi. Tindy's upcoming. Yeah. Very hardcore in house and techno. Zipi Nyumu, I mentioned Zipi Nyumu. Sorry, excuse me. Then Lemmy and I. So we were like, I think 5 or 6. Yes. Yeah.
So I think that's it.
Yeah. Shukran. Thank you for the chance, man. Yeah. I'm so sorry there was a delay. Yeah. As you know, like the festival happened. I understand. Yeah, Oktoberfest, no one wanted to go, man. So, 5 a.m. I was like, okay, let's go. Yeah.